Yeah. Two. Yeah. Aye. I'm jacking the beat, you calling the cops. The yapping is cheap, I call you the ops. The rapping is hating, it's all cause of pop. You get a leak for the ball, get a drop. Feel like I'm wrong when I double it back, cause I'm making it harder to catch that. But I covered the ticket, I call you to visit. You tipping and hit up the cash app. Baby girl, been around for it, yeah. In the old days, I was stuck in old ways. Never really trying to flip the old page. Young man tripping at an old age. Thinking I was flicking, had a low wage. Led the bro days, then a slow praise. Thinking it'd be different, it was gon' change, then it really didn't. It's a cold game, yeah. Ay, all I really wanted was the money in the pocket. Got over money, but the money ain't the topic. Like Bill Doe, and the money gotta stop it. Kid need food, and the whip need juice. I'ma get these views when the work hard, play hard, homeboy, everybody ain't calling out. Got a mouthpiece from the southeast, if you want scrap, stall him out. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I feel good, man, I'm balling out. I'm a rich man with a rich fam, Christ bars got me out of mama house. And I bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Big God, big grace. Big God, big grace. Big God, big grace. Big God, big grace. Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Bless God, give thanks. Big God, big grace.
What it do, baby? It's your partner looking oh so fresh, cold, clean. Today, y'all, I'm feeling myself. You see it, man. Too. Well, man, welcome again, guys, to another edition of the Countermove podcast, where we look at life from a wise perspective, lean in and reason together, man, and prescribe the right solution, guys. Hey, before we get into the bag today, guys, if you could, man, do me a quick favor. Share. Number one, if you're on any platform, and subscribe. This is going to be a good one for your partner today, man. I had fun putting this together, man. But y'all, man, let's dive into this thing, man. All right, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. Yo, there was a game on Saturday. And let me be fully transparent, y'all. Low key, like I was pulling for my partner, Coast Prime in Colorado, but they were playing the Oregon Ducks, okay, in Eugene. All right, so not at the crib, in Eugene. I mean, it's Oregon, and so I said, oh, okay, and so of course Dion had his vibrato, and so did the squad had their vibrato. You know what I'm talking about? The cinema leading up to the game was off the easy for sheezy, y'all. And real talk, Oregon whooped that ass. Like they put a thumping on them CU Buffs. It was not pretty from the get go, and Coach Prime knew it too. It was very evident to see quickly who was the better team on the field. It was easily the Oregon Ducks, man. It was. I feel bad for Coach Prime because it was a behind whooping. But guys, the one thing that happened before the game, man, something that kind of touched me to my soul, y'all. Real talk, man. You know, I played college basketball, baby. You know, and those that are athletes, for real athletes with some skill. Okay, we love to trash talk a little bit. You know what I'm talking about, man? When you begin trash talking, whether you're on the field or on the court, baby, it somehow turns the dynamic of the game. And real talk, man, there was some serious trash talk going on before this game, y'all. Y'all see that thing, man? There's a lot of trash talking going on. Good old-fashioned trash talking. I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. It tickled my ears extremely well, and I loved it. But, guys, man, let's see what we're talking about. Now, let's go to Coach Lanning, all right? He actually had a pregame speech. Some folk didn't like the pregame speech. Some folk didn't like it. So we're going to hear what Coach Lanning actually said, right? All right, let's hear what Coach talking about. And we can then kind of unpack your thoughts, all right? Here is Coach Lanning's classic. I mean classic Pre-game speech. Man, I was about ready to run through a wall after this one, y'all. Listen to this, man. Let's listen together for the folk in the back row. And let's go get it in.
Rooted in substance, not flash.
Okay.
Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man.
Ooh, okay, keep going.
Right? They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins.
Shots fired. Shots fired. Okay, let's keep going.
There's a difference, right? There's a difference, right? This game ain't gonna be played in Hollywood, it's gonna be played on the grass.
More shots fired. Oh, I'm loving this, y'all.
Right? It's gonna be played on the grass. Let's go.
Look at the team. Look at the team. Look at the team, y'all. The team. Man, them boys was fired up. Them boys was ready to go. And they sure did. They kicked CU's ass. They sure did. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. But that right there, in my opinion, good old-fashioned trash talking. It touched my soul. You know what I'm talking about? It touched my soul. I mean, shots fired. Shots fired. Wow, he was so good now. After Oregon put that boot in CU's behind, Coach Prime came out. But before we go to guys, a lot of people said they were actually upset with that pregame speech. They were talking about how they were kind of going in on Coach Lane, talking about it was uncalled for, disrespectful. Here's my response. Huh? That's like when I'm playing basketball, y'all, you know what I'm talking about, and I'm cooking somebody. I'm talking so much junk. You know what I'm talking about? I'm getting up in them. Say, oh, here we go. See, this is what Jordan did. Like Michael Jordan, he's the GOAT, greatest of all time. He was actually playing, who was it? Playing an NBA team. And what tripped me out is this cat began counting backwards. He said, I'm going to give you 40. So he hit his first jump shot. He said 38. The second jump shot, 36. My man was counting backwards. So now if he got to 0, he put 40 burger on you. You know what I'm talking about? Larry Bird, one of the greatest trash talkers of all time. White man, I'll say it. And this dude walked in to the All-Star locker room. The three-point shooting All-Star locker room and said, who playing for second? Trash talking. That's what I'm talking about. What? That's what I'm saying. The glove Gary Payton. Man, this dude, man, he come out and say, man, you so terrible. I ain't gonna guard you today. You know what I'm talking about? Don't worry about him, because he's gonna have 0. You know what I'm talking about? So y'all four gotta beat us. That's Gary Payton. Good old-fashioned trash talking. In my opinion, good old-fashioned trash talking. That touched my soul. It really did. And then look at the response. They put that ass whooping on CU. They sure did, man. Yo, but okay. Now, guys, okay, I got a little too excited. It's okay. It's all good. It's my show. Now, Colorado's head Coach Prime came out and responded to the shots fired. Woo! And y'all, he came out and responded to this real fast. So let's go and see what Coach Prime said. All right, I'm talking about from the get-go. All right, after this is post ass whooping. This is post because they got their asses whooped. You know what I'm talking about? So let's get up in here real fast, man, and see what Coach Prime talking about. Let's start from the get-go. Here we go.
No excuses, no nothing. Their coaches did a heck of a job preparing their team.
Love that. He said, man, let's get it. Great job. Coaches did wonderful. Love that, Coach Prime. Go get it in.
Obviously, we didn't. That was good. I mean, that was a really good old-fashioned butt kicking. We went into the game wanting to dominate several phases. We lost offensively, defensively, as well as special teams. That fake punt kind of got them really rolling, and they didn't stop. Since they secured that first down. Well coached team.
Well,
Bo Nix played his butt off.
Well,
Defensively, they presented some things that I guess we just couldn't get around. We couldn't advance the ball, rushing or throwing the ball as well. Seemed like they had our number. But hats off to their coaching staff, to their head coach.
I see you,
Great
David.
job, and they're truly prepared.
I love that. He came in and gave all of the kudos, all the credit to the Oregon coaching staff and the football players and also the quarterback. Love that. Class. Love that. Wonderful. Let's get it in.
How you doing, Ariel? Excellent.
Show was.
Is there anything you can really learn and take from it, or is it really easier just to kind of wipe the slate clean?
No, you can't wipe the slate clean. You got to watch the film and evaluate. I'll do that on the plane, but I saw a lot of it live. Just players that weren't in position, that didn't do the job that we expected. You evaluate players, you evaluate coaches, you evaluate everything when it's a game of that nature. And you had no opportunity to win, period, from the kickoff on.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah. No, you don't need to hammer home a player. A player knows. I mean, he could
love this, man.
Fool himself and trick himself, but when he looks at the mirror, he knows what he's looking at.
For sure.
Something like this is I'm not going to say, people around the country would say this is what they needed to humble themselves. We wasn't arrogant or whatever. We're confident people. If our confidence offends your insecurity, that's the problem with you. It's not us.
I love that, baby. Hey, don't back off the gas, Coach Prime, man. Come on, be yourself, big dog. Tell him, hey, man, if my confidence offends you, deal with it. Come on, holler at your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? Uncle Prime. Let's go get in, baby.
We expect to do well. We expect to play well. We expect to win every game we step out there. We expect to practice to perfection and go out there and execute the things that we practice. We just didn't do it today.
Yes.
But it's not something that was needed. It's just like saying you get in a car wreck or something. Oh, he needed that to slow him down. You don't need that. That's just stupid. It's just something that happened. And they got the best of us today. That's just it.
Did. A lot. Yes, they did.
No.
Listen to this.
It's not like we were being tricked. We knew everything was coming. Even after one of the TV timeout, we were saying, they're going to take a shot. They're going to take a shot.
Yeah.
They took a shot, scored a touchdown.
So did.
I mean, sometimes
great coaching.
Your message just don't translate. You got to really get on the same page as the youngsters is out there playing.
Loving this.
No, definitely not. If we had a talent gap, we wouldn't be 3-1 right now. It's not a talent gap. You just got your butt kicked. It just happens sometimes. That's just like a fighter.
Sure is.
You just got caught.
It
happens. It's not a huge talent gap. I just think they played a really concise game. Penalties murdered us. I don't have the statistics, but I'm pretty darn sure we darn near doubled them in penalties. We are a really sound, fundamentally sound team. We don't make foolish mistakes and implement danger or harm on ourselves.
I'll play for this coach. This type of coach, this is a good leader here. I'll play for this coach, man. We ain't making no excuses. It's on us. We got our behinds whooped. We knew what was coming. They executed us from coaching staff all the way down to the players, man. Hey, I'm loving this type of leadership. I followed this man through a brick wall. Let's go.
Field position wise, we just kept making mistakes, and that's not indicative of who we are.
How much was Travis missed?
Travis always going to be missed. He's the best darn football player in college football. How is he not missed? It's just like saying you writing an article and your pen is missing.
Woo.
That's how much he means. Yes, go.
I'm liking this, man. This is good stuff.
I'm not going to say that. You don't always have to get your butt kicked to learn. You can win and learn. I mean, that's not something to learn.
Yeah.
It's something to glean from.
Yeah.
It's not just the kids. The coaches are accountable too.
Ooh.
We are all accountable. Let's start with me.
What you
We're
say?
accountable for this. It's not just the kids.
Self-accountability. Leadership. Yes, sir. It starts with me. It came out of his mouth. He said it. Yes, sir. Let's get it in.
The way we played, that really surprised me. We played like hot garbage. That surprised me. I didn't expect that.
It was bad.
I got to watch the film. I mean, sometimes he is, sometimes the routes, sometimes the calls, sometimes the blocking. So it's a whole lot goes into that. So
It is.
you really have to watch film to really dictate and understand what transpired on that specific play.
That's
It's a
correct.
lot goes on in the play.
That's correct. That's correct.
Get your butt up and let's go.
Yes, sir.
We ain't got time to have no pity party. There's nobody walking around the locker room with napkins and tissues. Get your butt up. Let's get on that plane. Let's go.
Now, there's a certain part coming up in the speech, and when we get to the part here in a second, he responds directly to Coach Lanning, okay? And I want you guys to hear exactly what Deion said, guys, all right? Here we go.
We got work to do. No, because that means you got your butt kicked. When you start putting guys in at the end, that means you got your butt kicked.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, you wanted them to play, but I mean, no. Well, we had to score. We had tremendous opportunities all game long, but it seems like we just kept shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
And every time we get something going, here we go with another penalty. Here we go with another holding. Here we go with just something.
Yes, sir. You're right.
We just got to perform better, much better in every phase, not just offense, defense, as well as special teams. We got our butts kicked again, I reiterate, in all three phases.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the offense distribution for the Ducks on the ground and through the air was.
Say that one.
Sorry, yeah, the offensive distribution for the Ducks on the ground and through the air was pretty even.
Yeah.
What aspect of Oregon's defense did you struggle with the most today?
They got to our quarterback. They got to our quarterback. When you get to our quarterback,
Details.
it's a wrap.
Details.
Because it's not like we're running the ball successfully. So we gotta throw, let them ask a couple more. I ain't got nowhere to go. So. Well, there's only two things happen. I mean, the fake punt that they ran, and I think they blocked the field goal. How you block not field goal? I'm sorry, extra point. How do you block an extra point? How do you not? And I asked Mata what happened. He just said he put his head up. He didn't get the ball up. So he took ownership of that. But I'm like, come on, man, don't kick yourself. This game is out of reach.
Yeah.
Don't ponder that. You're a great kicker,
Yeah.
and you're gonna come and do
You had
some
to find your
phenomenal
kids.
things for us this
I want y'all to see
season.
the
And this
entire
is the
thing.
kind of opportunity you have as a coach, as a man, as a father, to lift them up, not just.
I want you guys to see almost the entire context of what Deion was actually saying. There's been little clicks or little splices being put out there. Get the entire context so you see what true leadership looks like. Not saying that Oregon's coach is not a good leader. He's a damn good leader. I'm talking about but what Coach Prime was doing in the loss. Okay, here we go.
Not just shoot them down. You got to lift them up.
There aren't many 1-11 teams from last year that come into the season and have like this type of target on their back.
Right. I don't think it's a target on our back. I just think this just teams are trying to beat me. They're not trying to beat our team.
Okay.
They keep forgetting I'm not playing anymore. I had a great career. I'm serious. I got a gold jacket, ain't back. So I'm good. But that's what it really is. I don't think they get any extra satisfaction, you know.
Interesting.
It is what it is. And I signed up for it, so let's go.
Okay.
No, they don't make it tough on our team. These are grown men. I'm not out there. If I was out there playing against every coach I played against, we would be totally dominant.
Woo. Look at this.
Yeah. I wasn't lying. I didn't. It translates in practice. I don't say stuff just to say it for a click, you know, contrary to what somebody say. But
here we go.
I keep receipts.
He keep receipts, yo. Coach Lanning, bruh. Hey, player. He's keeping receipts. Okay. Enjoy this one, because he's talking about he's 6'7" away. Right? So receipts have been kept. Here we go. I mean, I'm loving this rivalry getting cooked up. Here we go.
But I'm serious. I analyze and I understand what we're up against and what we have and what we need. One thing that I could say honestly and candidly, you better get me right now.
Uh-oh.
This is the worst we're going to be.
Uh-oh.
You better get me right now.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now somebody, I got messengers.
Ooh.
God bless him though, man. He's a great coach. He did a great job.
Yeah, I love it.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Take their shots. They won. I don't shoot. I don't do that. They won.
So, okay, yeah, I want to get to that part right there, guys. Hey, my man Deion, hey, he knew shots was fired, right? He knew shots was fired, right? And he shot right back. And he said, I keep receipts. I'm loving good old-fashioned trash talking. Man, I'm loving it. Okay. All right, guys. Now, here's my question to you guys. Do you think it's good old-fashioned trash talking? Or was what the coach for Oregon did was disrespectful? You make the decision. Me, good old fashioned trash talking. And you saw both the Oregon coach as well as Dion. Now, also, guys, let's not get it twisted. After the game, the Oregon coach, he also spoke, all right, about Coach Brown. Okay, now watch this. Here we go. Let's go over to Coach Lannon, right? Let's go to him real fast and see what Coach Lane talking about real fast, guys, and see exactly what my man's and them talking about. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Here we go.
There's been a lot of talk nationally about your pregame speech and your
Speech?
aggressive play calling. I think Skip Bayless called it venomous vengeance. Just curious what your thoughts are on that and kind of how your words have been skewed a little bit.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know Skip at all. I've never had a conversation with him. I've watched him enough to know how often he gets it wrong. So I mean, that sounds about right. But I mean, ultimately, here's what I say: we're playing to win the game, right? And you saw a 15-second clip from a window view outside the house of what happens in the locker room, right? I know our locker room. I'm in the house 100% of the time. I know how our players felt going into that game. And I know what it takes to motivate our players. That's my job, to motivate our players, right?
Yeah.
He has a job. I have a job too.
Yeah.
To get out there and to perform on the field. But inside that house, they felt a certain way.
Yes, they
They
did.
felt a certain way about a group stomping on the O. They felt a certain way.
Again, now you're talking about the trash talking between the players on the field, and there was trash talking on the field. Ooh, I'm good old fashioned trash talking. Yeah.
About guys talking to him in the pregame. And I'm proud of those guys because what they decided to do is talk with their pads, right? They didn't want to do anything extra afterwards. They want to talk with their pads, and they did that on Saturday. I'm also grateful and can clearly acknowledge that the attention that we got this Saturday, in large part, was due to Dion and what he's doing to college football. And if anybody,
now he praising Dion. What you say, Chuck? What you say, Chuck? Let's keep listening to what he had to say, y'all. Come on.
He can't see what he's done for college football and how he's bringing excitement to college football, you're crazy, right? And I said that last week as well. He's done a lot for the game. He's building something over there. I think that's really, really clear. There's no secret there. But it wouldn't matter if I was playing my 10-year-old son on the other sideline. I'm going to do everything I can to win. If I'm playing Bill Belichick, I'm going to do everything I can to win.
Love it.
Did I go for it on fourth down? Yeah, I have every game this year.
Yes, sir.
I've gone for it 9 times. Did I go for a 2-point conversion? Yeah, I've done it 3 out of the 4 games this year.
Yes, sir.
And if we play again tomorrow, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do everything I can to win a game and everything I can to motivate my team. So, that to me is classless. What he's saying there, but I'm not really worried about it.
Man, I'm loving it, Coach Lanning. I'm loving it, baby. I'm loving it. Owning the pregame speech, responding to the commentary, big dog, praising Dion and saying it don't matter if it was Dion, his mama, his son, whoever on the other side, he trying to win at all costs. And then he went through specifics of what he did in the game. My dude, leadership. Yeah, yes, sir. Loving that coach. Now, guys, there's been some commentary, right, outside of this. All right, that has been, to be honest with you, interesting. Okay, let's go to one of the main contrarians concerning this. Y'all gonna know who this person is. Listen to what this person is saying, and I'm going to give my strong commentary on this one. All right? So we're going to begin with somebody that we talked about last week. Well, last week. Okay? Jason Whitlock. Here we go.
Serious. I analyze and I understand what we're up against and what we have and what we need. One thing that I could say honestly and candidly, you better get me right now. This is the worst we're going to be. You better get me right now.
It's all about Dion. It's not us. It's not we. That's how coaches talk. Us and we. Dion talks about me.
It is obvious this buffoon did not listen to any of the press conference that Deion Sanders actually had. I purposely played almost the entirety of it to the end because the commentary concerning the shots fired that the Oregon coach actually had came at the end. What did Deion talk about most of the time? Yeah, he talked about himself. He talked about, I'm not playing. But he talked about, he praised the coaches of Oregon, the players as well. He talked about his players that didn't play that well at all. He was player-centric, not Deion-centric. Let's keep going to what this dude's saying. Here we go.
All the time. That's not what leaders and head coaches do. I'm sorry if that makes you uncomfortable. I'm sorry that Deion's your idol, and that
man, what is this, man? I'm like, bro, this dude, I gotta say, this dude clout chasing, man. Come on, player. If you are going to say this, at least listen to the entire press conference, big dog. Man, this is laziness, bro. We all just listened to the press conference. Those that are tuning in to this podcast, and thank you for attending the podcast with your partner, right? What you're saying is not what actually happened. You making some stuff up. Keep going.
That bothers you, but those are facts. And so Deion thinks,
your opinion,
because he's an inexperienced coach, that he's going to replace these players.
This dude, y'all, we just heard Coach Prime said that he had a good career. He's not playing, and and these kids are playing, and they're not playing against him. They're playing against the kids. Like what is this? This guy, man, there has to be some really serious jealousy on this side. This don't make no damn sense. Like, what is this, bro? Like, he's had 3 shows just dogging Coach Prime. I'm sorry, 4 dogging Coach Prime. Well, 3 or 4, just dogging him. And it's very evident he ain't talked to Coach Prime. He ain't looking at no press conferences. None of that. You taking snippets and comment on snippets. Why didn't you comment on the first part of the video, Jason Whitlock? Why you leave that portion out? Huh? Why we do that for? Man, what's up with this, bro? Like, what's going on here, man? This makes no damn sense. Just going in on Coach Prime? I don't mind. Critique him. That's fine. Critique Coach Prime. Do that. But this is just straight up hate, bro. Jealousy. What's up, bro? Well, you're not good at football, big dog. Let me know what's going on, player. Were you terrible at it, man? I don't know. I don't know your athletic background, but it seems to be just for Deion. Just for Deion, right? You have an issue with Deion for some odd reason. I'm not done with this cat, man. And we ain't done, y'all. He go another thing with this cat, man. Another thing. I want you to see the glee on this. The glee. Look at the glee. I want y'all to see this, man. Look at the glee of this, man. I want y'all to see this garbage. Look at how happy this dude is. It's real quick. But please let me know in the comment section. Do you see what I see? Here we go.
JB about that. But again, we'll start with Steve Kim and talk about some of the media reaction to Deion Primetime Sanders getting his brains beat in 42-6.
So hold on. So come on, bro. For real. Deion didn't play, big dog. He was the coach. Yes, he's responsible for the team. But why is only your commentary on Deion and not the team of Colorado University? Why? Come on, bro. What is wrong with you, man?
By Oregon. Steve, welcome back to the show. Steve, I know I didn't make it out to California to eat those barbecue ribs and
so, okay, we're done with him. We're done with him. I mean, come on, bro. The glee. That guys, that goes on for a longer period of time. That goes on, and how they're interpreting it. You can't criticize Deion. Yes, you can. We're finna see in a second some heavy hitters criticize Deion, and rightfully so. Right? No problem. Am I off, guys? In the comment section, let me know. Is this guy have some issues with Dion? Some jealousy issues? I believe he does. Because all of his commentary on Dion is nothing positive. It's always bashing him. And it's bashing him with no facts, all opinion. Man, this dude is jealous of Dion, man. Come on, bro. I done gave you 4 weeks, man, 3 to 4 weeks. It's okay. Let me see if he gonna really be honest. Nothing. You dogged the dude when they won in Colorado State. You dogged them when they won the first game at TCU. It was just one game. Just dogging them. Criticizing for wearing gold chains. It's Deion Sanders. This is what he does. I digress, guys. Here we go, guys. This is I don't care what you say. To me, guys, this gentleman right here is, in my opinion, when it comes to sportscasting, is the greatest of all time to do it. Stephen A. Smith. This is my opinion. He's the greatest of all time to do it. Sportscasting, the greatest. Now, listen to his commentary on Deion Sanders.
But I'm going to tell you something, Shannon. I want to veer left and take this because this is why I wanted to discuss this subject. What that coach Dan Lanning did, I want to make sure I highlight this for everybody. He did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
He did nothing wrong. No. And I want Coach, I hope you're watching it when I say this. He's proven to be an exceptional coach. They were 10-3 last year. They're 4-0 now. Obviously, he's trying to make a name for himself. He convinced his team they were underdogs. They were 21-point favorites.
Great coaching.
He was talking to them like, they ain't talking about us. You know what? We underdogs.
Yeah.
We're going to go out there. We're going to show them what this is.
Yes, sir.
And they flat out embarrassed and annihilated Colorado.
They did.
I believe this is.
Notice the commentary of Stephen A. Smith. Not against Deion, against Colorado, the team. Not against Deion. You see how that's different and more and honest than Jason Whitlock? Let's keep going.
This is one of the great things that could have happened to primetime Deion Sanders. This brother is obviously the most elite cornerback the game of football has ever
now
seen.
Bringing Deion. That's cool.
One of the greatest athletes we have ever seen, period, okay?
Yeah.
And one of the highest quality competitors we've ever seen.
Yeah.
He is not going to take this laying down. He will remember this forever.
Yes, he will.
He's going to go out there. He told you and I when we were at Colorado to watch him, he's about 7 or 8 dogs away.
That's what he said.
And we know what he's talking about.
Yes.
He's talking about some big boys on the line of scrimmage.
O-line and D-line.
That's what he's talking about here. He didn't
Exactly.
have that, and they got beat up.
Yes.
Period, because they were completely undersized. That was like them. That was like me going up against you, my brother. That's what happened Saturday night. No chance whatsoever. All right, that's what happened. We get it. But if there's ever anybody that would benefit from something like this, it's going to be primetime Deion Sanders. Those folks don't woke up a lion. I'm telling you right now, it ain't going to happen. After this season, something like that ain't going to happen next season.
I like the coach Lanning. He worked.
So now we heard Stephen A. Smith, right? We heard him with his honest commentary, Jason Whitlock. Hey, I'm calling your name out, big dog. Jason Whitlock, honest commentary.
On that speech.
Now let's listen to Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. This was just not off the cuff.
He called them in. He called the camera in there before the game.
He
knew what he was doing.
He worked on this speech the night before.
Sure did.
College coaching is 90% recruiting.
Sure is. Loving this.
They got no chance straight up against Prime as far as recruiting and his ability to go into someone's living room and sit down on their couch and say, your son.
He took that moment.
He took that moment to say, hey, now, Oregon, of all people, shouldn't say anything about clicks with their 700 uniforms and changing cleats because that's what for the longest, that was all they were about.
That's right.
Because nobody wanted to go to Oregon. Nobody was even paying any attention to Oregon.
I agree with that. Oregon got some tight uniforms, real tight. Their uniform, they got hands down the best uniforms, I think, in the nation. They got 175,000 uniforms, and all of them boys is tight.
And the only reason this game was probably on television was because of CU.
That's correct. He's right.
Playing as well as they were.
And
got
Coach
no
Lanning said
problem
that.
with you, Stephen A. I got no problem with what Coach Lanning said, but but I'm reading my timeline. I'm sure you were as well. Is that it was what was being said. I think Coach Lanning speaks for all of us. I think Oregon doing what they did speaks for all of us. Who is us?
That's right.
What's he speaking? What's he saying?
Exactly.
All I heard him trying to motivate his team because that's what coaches do.
Before we dive into all this stuff.
So guys, I want you to listen. And now that was Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp came in and gave honest commentary. Jason Whitlock, Honest commentary. Now, man, I'm gonna bring in somebody else real quickly here, man. Ryan Clark. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ryan Clark, man, Ryan Clark, man, he's come up for real. Dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. The pivot, man, I'm loving the pivot, man. But Ryan Clark, a former college football player, just like Shannon Sharp, Super Bowl champion, just like Shannon Sharp. Now he gives his commentary on what's going on. Let's see what he says. Here we go.
I just said, okay, he's going to get them all back. That's my attitude. Go ahead, RC.
Hey, man, let's be real, though, right? Like, Prime is just being Prime.
Thank you.
Deion Sanders is not attempting to be something new as a head coach. This is who he's always been. And to be frank, this is who Deion Sanders is entitled to be.
That's correct.
Deion Sanders has earned this. And let's be real. Like, these coaches are saying certain things about Deion, and I agree with Shannon. I have no issue with what Dan Lanning said. But Deion Sanders is never trying to tear another man down to build himself up. I haven't heard Deion Sanders say a negative thing about another team.
Stop right there. Jason Whitlock, hear that play, baby? You hear that big dog? You hear that, man? Listen.
Or another man. Actually, when people come out and say things about him, he's always taking the high road. You know why? Because Deion Sanders ain't got to build himself up on nobody else.
Thank you.
He is a Hall of Famer.
He is.
He is a winner.
For sure.
He is a great coach.
Yes,
he is a great father.
Yes, sir.
And so he doesn't have to do those things. And on the other side of that, Dan Lanning is correct. They do get a ton of clicks. Dan Lanning is correct. There are stars that go to Colorado that would have never gone to Colorado before because of Deion Sanders.
That's right.
But Dan Lanning, let's be very honest.
Keep it 100, big
you
dog.
knew that camera was on.
Show no.
Dan Lanning, let's be very honest. You knew when you were talking at halftime, they were listening.
Sure.
Dan Lanning, let's be honest. The reason that the Oregon Ducks has 72 million different combinations of uniforms is because y'all want eyes on you.
For sure.
You want kids that are being recruited to want to play for you. And you know you ain't getting Offset and The Rock and all of those people to come to your school. So what did you have to do? You have to do exactly what everybody else is doing when they play Colorado. Yeah, you know why you said, I hope all of those people that's been watching them are watching today? Because you know they ain't just going to watch you.
For sure.
And nothing's wrong with what Dan Lanning's done.
Nothing.
And nothing's wrong with what Deion Sanders has done.
Exactly.
This is how it works. If you're
Thank you very much, guys. Yes, sir, man. RC, baby. Ryan Clark, baby. Loving that, man. Loving that, guys. Here is my reaction real quickly, guys, and I'm going to make it real brief. Get to the counter move, and we're going to get up out of here, guys. Number one, my reaction. Have no problem with Coach Lanning. Great pregame speech. Obviously, it worked. They beat the brakes off of Colorado. Number two, loved Coach Prime's response, holding himself accountable, the coach staff accountable, as well as the team accountable as well. Also, love Coach Prime acknowledging the shots was fired, so he keeps receipts, and saying you're going to see me again because I'm 7 to 8 bulls away. He's spot on. Loving that. I smell a rivalry cooking up, y'all. Real talk, potentially. Number three, Jason Whitlock. Straight garbage, straight trash. You are clout chasing, looking for more eyeballs to get on you and using Deion as a conduit for the eyeballs. Straight trash. It was evident that you didn't listen to anything Coach Prime said in the press conference at all, because what you were saying in your little short would have never came out of your mouth if you saw the entirety of that press conference. It was evident, unless you did listen to it and you don't care and you still went on there and gave a basis opinion and tried to say it was facts. Straight hot garbage. When it comes to Coach Lanning, appreciate you, big dog, honoring Coach Prime and saying that, hey, it doesn't matter if it is your mama, your son, your brother, you're gonna still go out there and win. And then you talked about specifics, what you did in the game, and you said you've done it the 3 out of the 4 weeks of the season. Loving that, Coach Lanning. Keep doing what you do, baby. You flexing on them, all right? Now, Stephen A. Smith, to me, the greatest of all time when it comes to sports casting. I said it with my chest. Don't shut me down. Love the commentary as well. What you said concerning the whole situation. Shannon Sharp, loved it as well, big dog, man. RC, man, brought the house down, man. Loved it, brother. And I love the fact that you were saying what you said, big dog, man, concerning the entire situation. Love it, man. Keep doing what you're doing to pivot. Now, with that being said, do I believe that this is Good old fashioned trash talking, or was everything disrespectful? You know what I'm saying with my chest, y'all. It was good old fashioned trash talking from the coaches down to the players, baby. I love it. Eyeballs came, money was made, names was made. It showed what Colorado need to work on, what they're missing. It showed how formidable Oregon is, brother, and how elite their quarterback is. That quarterback Bricks is on one. He is one of, if not the best quarterback in the nation, if not one of them. He is that. That dude was slicing them up, man. But what's the counter move, guys, man? Very simple, guys. I always say, man, what's the counter move? I always say to you guys, peep it, sweep it, and keep it. I'm gonna say it with one thing, just one thing. Hey, man, don't get so offended when someone talking trash. Don't let that confidence offend you. It's very simple, guys. Get up off the floor, get yourself off, man. Walk in some swagger, man, and talk trash back. Okay? In an honorable way. Yeah, in an honorable way. Okay? Talk trash back, man. Because, man, I'm loving all this friendship stuff off the court. That's all cool and everything, which is great. But in on the field, on the court, hey, I'm coming for your head. Respectfully, this is what we're talking about in sports, just straight sports, competing. Let's compete, guys, okay? Stop trying to be somebody's friend on the court and go at them. Talk that talk, man. Talk that trash, man. All right, guys. Well, man, give me your thoughts, man. What are you thinking, guys, man? Do you think that it was good old-fashioned trash talking, or is what the Oregon coach did was disrespectful? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Now, guys, every Friday at 9 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. CST, we got a show on the TIT and media group called Somewhere in the Middle with Suni and Mo. I call them Susu and Mo, guys. Every week I play it, guys. Tune in. Here's a little sneak peek of what you're going to get a taste of. Let's get it.
So now we're about to get
going down.
facts on facts on facts. Hello.
Y'all, there's someone in the middle with Sunu and Mo, guys. Man, I love the show, guys. Hey, on Friday at 9 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. CST, man, grab your boo, get some coffee or something to sip on, or eat, sit down and get entertained, and also learn a little something as well, guys. Well, guys, that is my time, guys. Thank you so much for investing the time with your partner. But every time I end it, before you leave, and while you can, especially today, y'all, because I'm looking so damn clean. You see that thing in Jesus' name. Take that damn picture and give it to your mom and them. Now say it with your chest and holler at your partner. I'll see you next week, guys. Peace.